and welcome to my channel. My name is Lynn, and today I am going to be crafting with the Spellbinders Glimmer of the Month for February 2024. But I'm going to start off by watercoloring a rainbow sort of ombre onto some watercolor cardstock. Really love that Spellbinders now has its own various different types of tools that have come out, and among the new tools are a set of 3 water brushes that you can get, and there are 3 because there's actually different sizes for the brush tip. There's a I think it's a fine tip, a medium tip, and bold tip, so that you can determine for yourself like how broad of a water brush stroke you want. And for this, I am just doing like a very messy ombre, and so I use the bold. And what's cool about these water brushes is that, especially if you travel, it's very convenient because you can fill the barrel of the water brush with water, and it screws on tight and everything, so you don't have to worry about the water leaking out. But it's handy because, say you go on a plane, for example, you want to do a little bit of watercoloring, you don't have to worry about trying to find like a little cup of water or juggling with a little well of water or anything. It's all within the brush. I got this set of, I think it's the gem colors of the Tambi Gunsai. These are metallic colors, and they're really nice. I don't know that they're necessarily meant to go in this sort of rainbow ombre altogether, but I was testing them out for the very first time, and so I thought this would. Ultimately, I didn't use this panel for my project today. Instead, that's how it looks dried. But I did glimmer over this, so that was the idea behind, what I was going for, was to create that rainbow ombre as a bit of a background, and then glimmer over it in black foil. And I thought that would be a really neat look. The thing is that this glimmer plate is huge. And my panel here it's a little bit wider. It's about 4.5 by 5.5 instead of 4.25 by 5.5. So it's the height of an A2 card. And I was intending on making an A2 card to start. But on a card this size, it ends up clipping off a bit of the design, and so you'll see in a moment when I peel this off. I kind of thought it looked a little bit odd to be clipped off at the bottom. I made sure that it wasn't clipped off at the top because you have like the flower up there, but at the bottom I kind of feel like it's such an abrupt end. So off camera, I went ahead and swatched out a very similar rainbow effect, but this time using my watercolor gouache, and it's a lot brighter in saturation and color than the metallics. So I think ultimately I like the color of this panel better, but the main reason why I did the panel over again was to create a taller panel so that I can get the full design of the glimmer plate. And instead of making an A2 card, I'll make a 5x7 card. So my video today is part of a collaboration hop that I organize every month with some of my fellow Spellbinders influencers. To find all of the videos on this hop, you can either click on the hashtag Spellbinders Feb 24 clubs, or expand the description box below and you'll find direct links to each person's video. I like organizing these hops because it's a fun opportunity for us crafters to kind of get together, maybe circulate our viewer base a little bit. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. Thanks for hopping by. I hope you like this video. I hope you check out a couple more, and if you like what you see, please do consider subscribing to my channel and hitting that notification bell. If you are a regular viewer of my channel, I hope you'll continue to hop along and check out the other designers who are participating this month, and hopefully you'll meet some new designers out there and get some more inspiration featuring Spellbinders products. I don't know what everybody else is crafting with this month, so I always like to hop along as well just to see which club kits everybody got and what they decided to feature in their collaboration video. And so it's always fun to just get as many ideas as we can. As crafters, I find it's nice to draw inspiration from wherever I can. So here's that second panel, and you can see it's much more full. It's not cut off at the bottom there, and I do like the color better. So I'm gonna go with that for my card today. And I did trim it down a little bit, and as well I trimmed a piece of black cardstock as a frame or a matte layer to go behind that panel, because with bright colors like that watercolored panel and all of those, beautiful rainbow colors, it's really, black can do a lot to really help brighten that even more and make it even more intense. It's that contrast between the very bright and the dark black. And so that little bit of a frame all the way around, I think really helps to bring your focus even more towards the center there. And as well, I'm going to add some dots. Now these are, generally I use my Nuvo drops that I pre-make, but I actually have a bunch of wax dots. And if you've watched some of my videos, you know I do this whenever I have leftover wax in my spoon after I'm done pouring some wax seals. Instead of just wiping it out, what I do is pour as much of it as I can into little dots that I can then use as embellishment dots on my card. And so I'm going to do that for this card. The sentiment that I'm using, I actually decided not to use either of the sentiments that come in the Glimmer Club. I have a lot of sentiments that I have either better pressed in advance or hot foiled in advance. And in particular, I knew I wanted a sentiment that was on a black banner to, again, bring in some more of that black. And so I found this one, which is a happy birthday sentiment that's been hot foiled in white foil onto black cardstock. And so I'll go ahead and add my wax dots here. I think you can get so many of them. I haven't had to make a Nuvo drop in the longest time now. I may never need to again, because the wax seal dots, they dome up so perfectly. So it's really great. And then you use up as much of your wax as possible, so nothing really goes to waste. And for me, this part might have taken longer than any other step making this card, because placing dots so that they look nice and casual and random is so hard for me. I actually had to consult my husband to get his thoughts on where the dots should go. I need to get a lesson in dot placement. Although I do know that a lot of designers just say, don't think about it, and it tends to work out just fine. But I have a hard time not thinking about it. So, I forgot to mention, it might be a little bit hard to see, but I did splatter some black gouache just to get some fine splatter of black too. So I'm very much using black as a bit of an accent on this card. I hope that you enjoyed my video today. Again, to find all of the videos on this collaboration hop, just click on that hashtag Spellbinders Feb24 clubs or expand the description box below. Until next time, happy crafting and have a fabulous day. Bye.